Here we go.
Exploring theology.
Let's turn it up a little bit,
all
Isaiah.
of the fascinating subjects in
How's it sound in
between.
your cans?
Broadcasting
Good.
from an undisclosed location. Dead Men Walking starts
now.
Come on, here we go. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Christmas special live stream, Dead Men Walking podcast. Thanks for coming along again on another episode. I have Mr. Isaiah Bailey in studio. You want to what? We should give you some, let me do that again. You know, for the live stream, Mr. Isaiah Bailey.
You guys are
Everyone.
too kind.
Or as they call him in the North Pole, Santa Claus.
Yeah, something like that.
What's up, dude?
Not much. It's a pleasure
Oh.
to be here.
You want to what? I absolutely love you just going, okay, yeah. I basically texted Isaiah a couple weeks ago and I said, hey, let's do a Christmas live stream. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it until 2 days before. You want to do it? And he's like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man.
Get that mic right up to your mouth there, too. So
Anything that sounds fun and crazy, I'm almost always down for. And, you know, Christmas special, I don't know if that's fun and crazy, but I know you. And so anything with you has got to be fun and crazy. So,
Oh, I like that. So we got all kinds of stuff for you guys tonight. We're going to be announcing our contest winner from the worst Christmas story or worst Christmas gift you ever got. We got 10 entries that we narrowed it down to, and Isaiah and I are going to read through them, and we're going to pick that, and then you guys are going to get a bundle pack. One of them is the very famous, we just sold a couple more this week, the Punching Heretic St. Nicholas t-shirt, which we designed. You can find that at dmwpodcast.com. Go to the merch store, support the show. Little shameless, selfless plug there. But you'll get that. We're going to do a little Christmas Carol draft. We're going to go through and see if we can create the top 5 Christmas carols. We're going to draft back and forth and see what kind of Christmas Carol team we can do. And then got a little game I want to play with Isaiah. And it's going to be fun because there might be a little bit of a generational difference between us, but I picked out 6 pretty famous. Some of them are a little harder. It starts off easy. 6 Christmas movies, audio clips, and we're going to see how many Isaiah can get just from a little 10 or 12-second clip. You game?
oh, I'm game, man.
You down for hanging out for the
I'm
next
game.
hour?
Oh, yeah. You may beat me in the movie game, but you don't stand a chance in the Christmas Carol draft.
Oh, yeah? Do you draft well?
Oh, I don't fold under pressure, man. You ain't gonna
Good
see
under
me
pressure?
sweating.
Right. Oh, cool. We have the Standard Beard Care on here, too, one of the sponsors of the show. Dude, I just got your package today. I wish I had it here. Oh, it's actually sitting in that box right there. He sent me a hand-etched wooden Deadman walking clock.
Oh, no
He does beard care and beard oil. The Standard Beard Care guys, go make sure you go check him out. He's on Twitter. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram, all those places. Standard Beard Care. If you've been listening to the podcast for any time, you hear his ad come on before most episodes. But cool, man. Good to see you. Anthony Thomas, good to see you too. So I'm going to have ADHD tonight, Isaiah, and I'll just be jumping from the comments to you. And it's a free-for-all on a live stream.
Yeah,
I
man.
like them. It's a little more chaotic.
I have a little bit of ADHD on just normal days, not Christmas specials, man. So you're gonna get no grief from me.
So what's going on? Because we have to address it for those of you guys watching right now. We got a full Santa suit going on. I didn't know you were coming in this. I was like, hey, we're doing a Christmas special. I might have a hat for you. You guys can see I got this little hat on here. You showed up, man. You're like Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh yeah, man. Me and the suit, we've been through some things. I used to wear it every year. Last day of school, I would wear it. Last day before Christmas break.
Okay.
All through high school.
I was like, yeah, dude, June. That's a little hot to wear that thing. Last day of school.
My senior year though, it got me in a little bit of trouble because we got a new principal but the vice principal stayed the same. I wear it to class, and my vice principal, who'd seen me do it before, pulls me aside and says, what do you think you're doing wearing a Santa suit to school? And that floored me because our old principal loved it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got taken to the office. I may have caused a little bit of a scene.
This is discrimination against people from the North Pole.
They get in there. They're like, you have to change. I'm like, I don't have anything to change into. And it was like, 15 minutes of that. And then I said, well, okay, fine. I'll take it off, but I'm going to go to all my classes naked. And thankfully we didn't have to resort to that. But,
right.
But they didn't let me wear the beard. But other than that.
So you were a little bit of a disruptor in high school, huh? A little bit. Because I was.
Yeah, I would say
I had a little rebellious streak.
I would say not. It was a love me or hate me kind of.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'd say like 90% of the teachers I like to think loved me,
Yeah,
but man, that 10%
they hated you.
they hated.
That's how it
you.
was for me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of them were like this guy's good entertainment. At least it breaks up my day a little bit.
Mhm.
I could tell, you know. And then I had one guy in my senior year of English, and he was tenured. He was probably late 60s, and he stood up the very first day of our English class, my senior year, and he said, "We're going to talk about three things in this class. We're going to talk about my three ex-wives, whom I hate, bourbon, and baseball." And I went, "Oh, this is going to be a great class." And he was true to that. We did very little English the whole year. And he just complained about his ex-wives, told us what bourbons he liked, and then would talk baseball stats. And I still didn't show up half the time. And 2 weeks before graduating, I had a 59% in his class. And he sat me down. He tried to give me like the stern teacher thing, He went, if I don't give you a 61, I could fail you and you could be back here next year. And I looked at him. I said, I don't care. Are you kidding me? What does it matter? And he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, well done. You called my bluff. I do not want you back here next year." He gave me a 61. And I don't know what happened to him, but he was a crotchety old man, but I got along really well with him.
Yeah.
Because, especially like senioritis, like senior year of school, you don't want to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
And it was weird to where I was homeschooled up until my junior year. Or my sophomore year. So I only went to public school for 2 years, and I was so far ahead in all subjects. It was like ridiculous. I just goofed off for 2 years.
Yeah.
I actually went back the first week of my junior year and told my counselor I needed harder classes. And he goes, "What?" And I go, "If you give me these classes, I'll just goof off the whole year. I know me. These are way too easy. I did this stuff in 7th grade." And he starts laughing. He goes, "You want hard? So you want physics? You don't want, algebra 3?" And I go, "No, I need something that challenges me." And then, of course, the public school system got to me. And by the end of my senior year, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I was going to college at that time too, but
I was homeschooled actually till 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of my friends growing up were homeschooled. Homeschooling has one of two ways that it goes. The first is like you, where very intelligent and way ahead. The other is way behind.
I would
so
say
it's
I was-
kind of a gamble.
I don't think I was very intelligent. I just think I was probably what it is I think some of the public schools are just so far behind that if you just have an okay education, you go there and it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
because I mean, a lot of that stuff too in public schools, like teach to the test and just pass them through. And like, there's, plus you got 30, 35 kids in a classroom.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm not going to make this a homeschool episode, but I'm a big proponent of it. And like my kids three kids split 2 teachers.
Yeah. Wait,
my wife and I.
Okay, yeah.
Mostly my wife. Let's be honest. I say I'm a teacher. Dad's teaching him how to. I don't know. I almost ran him into a fence on our 4-wheeler in our yard here yesterday in the snow. But I teach you to hang on to your sled is what I'm gonna teach you.
We call that the school of hard knocks.
The cool. Yeah. Well. I'm a professor of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell him. But I think it's just because you get so much more attention in homeschool. I mean, and that's everyone goes, "Oh, how do you do 8 hours a day?" I go, "What are you talking about, dude? 2-3 hours, we're done."
Oh yeah, that was very nice.
And yeah, and my kids test out. I mean, we tested them last year, and they're all testing in junior and senior level. And they're, my oldest is 13, my youngest is 8, and so I have no worries there. But anyway, I don't know how we got started on that, but yeah, you were basically going to come to class naked if you didn't get to wear your Santa suit.
Well, yeah, I had nothing to change into. I had nothing.
Right?
That ended with the secretary who loved me. Like, so senior year I only had 2 classes, so I would go talk to the secretaries for an hour every day, and she came in and bluffed the principal real bad and walked in and said, "Hey, I just got off the phone with Isaiah's dad, and he wants me to tell Isaiah he can leave your office and come home at any point he wants." And their eyes got real big, and they say, "Isaiah, we want to compromise." So that's not what you've been saying. And,
Right.
And then I got home and I go, "Hey, Dad, thanks for calling in." He goes, "What?" He goes, "I never did that."
Wait, was that the secretary? She was hooking you up?
Yeah, oh yeah, she hooked me up.
Wow, that's
She hooked me
funny.
up big time.
That is. Hey, you don't always need to be in charge. You just need to know the person that turns the head of the person that's in charge.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Those secretaries and all that. Let's check in and see here. Oh, Standard Beard Care said, my son did the clock. Very cool. Okay. Oh, Wendy Folk. Isaiah, trying to listen on our way south in South Carolina with bad connection. What's up, Wendy?
When these kids go to the school I went to, I hope they didn't hear that story.
Oh my gosh, dude. You're gonna get in so much trouble. So you brought the Santa suit, which I love. We turned down the heat in here a little bit because you said you're not hot, but I just feel like you're in just cotton and polyester, and you're just gonna be sweating by the end of the night, but maybe not.
Well, sweating,
I think you'd be okay.
Sweating is pretty standard for me, so I don't know if I'll even notice if the suit. It's just,
Right.
I'm always a little bit slippery.
You just gonna send me your dry cleaning bill?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my gosh, you just said nope, we missed it. Repeat it, please.
Nope. Can't.
He's not repeating it, Wendy. Sorry. For those of you listening after this has been recorded, we are doing a live stream, so there's going to be a lot of interaction here with people on the live stream as well too. So if you don't like it, too bad. That's what you get when you listen to a live stream after it's been recorded. But Wendy, drive safe. You and Dave, make sure you get down there. You got snow coming. Be good. All right. So you wore it to school. What were we talking about? I also wanted to know, so are you the youngest of all your siblings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you ever studied like birth order or any of that kind of stuff where people get into like, well, the youngest is like the baby, so they have a certain personality. What do you think about that?
Have I researched it?
Or just like, are you familiar with it?
Have I argued it? Yes. A lot. I don't know if she's listening, but yes, Melina Smith and I have probably spent, not all at one time, but
like argued it like you believe in it, or argued like
I'm against it.
You're against it.
I'm against it.
You don't think there's nothing to it. You don't think there's something to like firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, baby.
So okay,
or temperaments or anything like that.
Here's the deal. This is what I would say. Right. Do I think there may be characteristic traits? Sure.
Yeah.
But what I hear so often when people talk about that is they're just using it as a excuse,
like a
crutch for their bad behavior.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm bossy, I'm this, but I'm the oldest. It's like, no, stop. Like you're just a little bit miserable, or it's people will say about somebody,
you're just a jerk. Is what you
say,
are.
oh, it's young and spoiled. It's like, no, like you're just not disciplined. Like don't put it on birth order.
Right.
So that's where I would say I fall. Like I'm not big into it, just because I think more often than not, it's used as a crutch. But do I think there's maybe something to it? I guess.
Yeah.
Like I do think, generally speaking, the youngest are by far the most attractive, intelligent, and fun.
Well, I would disagree. I would say the eldest, but yeah, okay. Yeah, the two sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's what people do with Enneagram too. I think they use it as a crutch. They're like, oh, well, I'm just a 7. I'm just a real a-hole. And you're like, and you even hear Christians talk like that. And you're like, well, I kind of feel like you're supposed to be a new creature in Christ, right? Like we just don't use a number and then go, oh, that's what I am.
It's pretty much scientific, like astrology. Right. I'm a Pisces. It's like, we'll look down our nose at that, but I'll take this test and it'll tell me what I am.
Oh my gosh. There's a guy, and I don't know who it is. He's a stand-up comic. He's not very famous, but he's working this club and he's talking about astrology signs. I don't know if you've ever seen this. He's basically saying they're absolute garbage. They're not true, whatever. And he goes, and I could say that because I'm a Pisces. And some lady's like, I knew it. Right. And he's like, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I can't believe you guys can believe in something. He goes, and the best part is I'm not a Pisces. I lied. I'm actually Cancer. Some other lady goes, I knew it. Totally serious. And he hangs his head in shame, like laughing, like I'm trying to make fun of these people but they're like so into it. He's like, how do you not see how ironic this is? You both thought you knew what I was, but you know what I mean? And I just
Right.
keep lying. Oh, it's a great clip. I wish I could give him credit for who it was. But I don't know. I'll find it and I'll post it.
But yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with astrology. It's like you could literally fit yourself into any box. It's so vague and broad, and it's general. You like the sun shining. Oh, you must be this. It's like,
right.
yeah.
All right, let's do, at the top of the hour, let's do our contest winner. Let's read some worst Christmas story, Christmas gifts, and let's vote on them. Okay.
Right.
So right now,
hey, before you read any of it, before you read any,
you want to give one of yours?
Well,
that'd be cool.
I'll have to think about that. But before we get into this, I just want to say, if anybody got, if any lady sent something in and where they got like an abicizer from their husband or boyfriend or something, that's the one I'm voting for. I have not read this list. I just want you to know if that's it.
Dude, that is so crazy that you just said
Stop.
that. The fourth one down is not that at all.
Okay.
So let's go through and let's see what we have. So what happened is the last 2 weeks I've had people send in comments and say, hey, send me your saddest or worst Christmas story or funniest or worst gift. Basically, just give us a funny story about Christmas, and we're going to judge it on that. We want to judge it on authenticity, details in the story, and kind of the criteria of, did it make us chuckle, make us laugh a little bit? Okay. So some of these are a little bit, a couple sentences. Some of them are a little longer and shorter, but and I'm going to slaughter some of these names. I'm sorry, guys, for whoever's listening, but here we go. Whoever wins this will win a Dead Man Walking hat, along with a Punching Heretics St. Nicholas Christmas edition t-shirt. If you win, we'll reach out to you and just get your sizes and everything and ship it out to you. So the first one up is Beth Sermanara, Cerminara, Cerminara. What do you think that is, Sermanara, we'll say, from Facebook. She said, I used to get a bag filled with free things my grandpa got in the mail, like notepads and old calendars. Now that's classic, right? We all have someone in our family that just gives us, like, you're like, oh, America. This is dating me, but it was like, America Online Notepad, or whatever that was back in the day, like the free stuff.
Yeah, no, that's iconic.
Yeah.
And you know what? I guarantee you, like, I had something like that happen, slightly different. The church right down the street from where I live dropped off like a care package full of like little knickknacks when I moved in. And then I inevitably a few days later was very upset because I couldn't believe I didn't have a sticky note. And I remembered, oh, hey,
I got
that
sticky
stuff.
notes.
That stuff can be valuable and useful sometimes.
So there you go. It goes right in the junk drawer. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. If you're from the Midwest, everyone has one drawer in the kitchen where all your junk goes.
Oh, yeah.
And you use it. You say it's junk, but you use it
all the time.
Steve Rautenzog. Rautenzog. Wow, that's a great name. Steve Rautenzog. Facebook says, worst gift every year from turning 12 to my early 20s was from a relative that would give me the Old Spice gift set cologne or equivalent of Old Spice shaving kit combo with cologne. Oh, the off-brand like cologne kit. You remember those?
Yeah.
They're like, it's like a box and it's like a plastic inset.
Yes, that scent is burned into your nostrils from like junior high locker room. Have you ever, who needs a shower when I can soak myself in Old Spice?
Oh, you're not soaking. You're actually burning off the first layer of skin with it. You just douse yourself with it, and that's what gets rid of the smell.
Yeah.
It's taking off one of your 7 layers of skin.
Yeah.
Brute. You remember Brute? It was like dark green. No, you might be too young for that. That was like early late 80s. Brute. If you're a Brute guy, let me know.
Yeah, that
out there.
Late 80s is about a decade off.
Yeah. Let's see. Corumdale Life from Instagram. Oh, that's Alex Zank. He was on the podcast. Pastor Alex Zank. Yeah, he said it's okay. Here we go. This is what he says. It's not something I got, but gave my wife, girlfriend at the time. We had been dating for a year or two, so we were still teenagers, and I thought it would be a brilliant idea to buy her a Pioneer speaker car kit from Walmart. It was absolutely the dumbest gift I ever given. And for added context, my wife definitely didn't want them. She didn't ask for them. All these years later, I still think her dad thinks I ruined his car. Dude, that's like the least romantic gift ever. Alex, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say something here. You're getting your girlfriend Pioneer speakers from Walmart. Remember back in the day, everyone had like that was what you did when you were like in your early 20s, like make your car, loudspeakers and all this. I had friends that did that, which I wasn't into it, but it was like get a subwoofer and all these speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a sub. I'd never
Do
go
ya?
back to a car without a sub. But no,
Well,
I've
like the
never,
factory subs are cool.
I've never swapped out speakers. Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah, that's
I wonder if he did the work himself, or if he just gave it to her and then kind of left it up to her to figure out the wiring and stuff.
He's like, here's 2 6x9s, honey.
Yeah,
Put them in your
exactly.
car.
I kind of hope that's what he did.
Let's see. You had a interior, so it's well, it was a car kit from Walmart, so it sounds like he might have put him in himself.
Could've.
I think Alex would have put him in himself. I know him.
May not be smart, but he's a gentleman.
that's right. He has chivalry. All right,
exactly.
He's cheap, but he has so much chivalry. All right, Jonathan St. Clair. Just keep these in your mind. One that sticks out to you. That's what we're gonna have to vote on. Jonathan St. Clair, Facebook. Received a waffle iron as a kid. My mom said I needed to learn how to cook. I still have it almost 20 years later, and now feed my kids with it. That don't sound.
Yeah,
that
what
sounds
is that?
awesome, dude.
That
Your mom gave you generational Christmas memories.
Christmas memories, taught you how to cook. Like,
Come on, Jonathan.
geez.
You said that was your worst Christmas present? Your mom gave you a waffle maker, and now you're, feeding your kids with it. I don't know. Brittany Loves Rick on Instagram said, you asked for worst Christmas gift. I can't think of my worst, but that's what I asked you to do, Brittany. We literally asked you to think of your worst, and you started out by saying, I can't think of my worst. I think that might disqualify you. But when I was 15 or 16, my parents wrapped me chicken and biscuit crackers, easy cheese, and Gatorade for Christmas. I loved all those things, so it really wasn't that bad. So you basically gave us your best Christmas gift, not your worst. That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it don't sound bad at all.
I'll get down on some chicken and biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had those?
Yeah.
Like in the blue box, and it's got the little chicken on the front, right? And it's just crackers. Chicken and a biscuit crackers.
Oh, I don't know that I've had that.
No?
Does it have chicken on it? Like,
it's like some type of it's like chicken bouillon, like flavoring.
Flavored crackers.
Yeah, flavored crackers.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
You've never had chicken and a biscuit?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to get.
You were meaning literally like chicken and biscuits, like I get at Chick-fil-A breakfast.
No, it's chicken and a biscuit crackers, easy cheese, which is the spray on cheese, and Gatorade.
That's not bad.
That sounds like a Thursday afternoon snack for me.
How old was Lisa Loves Rick?
15. Brittany loves Rick.
Brittany loves Rick.
Lisa loves Rick.
Yeah.
They need to talk. 15 or 16.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
I feel like this is a good Christmas present. Okay, we got to get back on track here with some bad ones. Brandon Brummett on Facebook said, in 1986, and in the 6th grade, my parents decided it was best for me to have a Cabbage Patch Kid for Christmas. Learn to run fast home from my school. Oh, he took it to school.
Oh, man.
A Cabbage Patch Kid in public school. I don't know.
What was his age again?
6th grade, though.
Six. Ooh.
That's kind of old for a Cabbage Patch
I was
doll,
thinking he
isn't
said
it?
1986, and I thought he said sixth grade.
Yeah, so he's old.
He should have known
Sorry,
better.
Brandon, you're old,
He
dude.
should have known better.
That's
That's up there though. That's a rough.
okay. Wait, listen to this one. Nathan Rowland on Facebook says, I received a turquoise sweatshirt with a muscle guy in a black looking Speedo holding a dumbbell weight above his head. And above his head was written in large yellow letters, God's Gym. I was in 4th grade and was told to wear it to school to make my aunt happy. It was humiliating because I was a fat 4th grader. Wait a minute, dude. Why is this dude with a mullet and a black Speedo saying God's Gym and like gold above him, like holding a weight up? And it was a muscle dude. It was a turquoise sweatshirt.
There's a lot of parts to this. Why is the sweater exist? And then why is an aunt getting that for her 4th grader?
I don't know.
How old are you in 4th grade? 9?
Right?
10?
You're not very old. I mean, and you have to wear it because
And
if your parents say, hey, you're wearing it.
Yeah. That's a tough.
The best part is it's like some dude working out. He's in a Speedo muscle dude, right? And it's all sequenced and turquoise. And then he says it's humiliating because I was a fat 4th grader. I don't know. That one's in the running for me. Let's go to the next one. Jonathan Leroyce Bass. Well, that's a fancy name. Three-person name. Oh, wait. And Jordan Kramer just said, Isaiah, that's some of the best crackers out there. You're getting yelled at by the people.
Hey, we should watch it. I don't think ranking crackers is socially acceptable.
Well,
these
actually,
days.
he didn't say Isaiah. He just said some of the best crackers out there. I added Isaiah just to try to,
No,
try to make you feel bad that you didn't know what
Yeah.
chicken and a
People-
biscuit
You
was.
can't rank nothing. Yeah. You rank one cracker really high, the other white people will get really upset, and you gotta watch it, Jordan, man.
Oh, all right. We're gonna gloss over that. All right, Jonathan Leroyce Bass, Facebook. I grew up with an aunt who just gave the most random gifts ever. She'd give us kids boxes of Kraft mac and cheese, a pillow, and an double XL polo shirt. She once told me that the polo was a sleeping shirt. I was 16 years old. Oh, dude, can you see 16 coming out to your friends? You're coming down like on a Saturday morning. You're just wearing a single polo shirt, just tighty whities and a polo shirt. Like, hey guys, I'll be out in a minute. Where do we go? We go to the movies. Like, you've never lived that down.
Oh, no,
A sleeping shirt?
You know what I'm learning from all of this?
What are you
I
learning?
got 17 nieces and nephews, and I'm learning I need to start embarrassing them more.
Right.
That's what I'm failing.
A lot of aunts and uncles on this list.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, what can I find real quick to really turn my kiddos, red?
Right. All right. We got two more. Let's round it out, and then we're going to pick a winner. Ryan Jones on Facebook said, when I was in high school, my grandmother bought me a pentagram necklace, having no idea what it was. I was forced to wear it to school. Mind you, I played on my church's worship team and was active in youth group. Bless her heart, I miss that lady. You're wearing a sign of the Antichrist at church.
The best part is like the aunt or uncle getting the embarrassing thing, and then the parents forcing it.
Yeah, like, hey, you have to wear this.
Yeah,
Your grandmother got that for you.
I don't care what it is or what it makes you look like. You're making them feel good.
Yeah, there was a whole thing too. I don't know when this was, but we've talked about it on the podcast before. If you grew up with parents in like the moral majority kind of 80s into the early 90s, everything was very like Cabbage Patch or like, satanic dolls, and AC/DC is against Christ, Devil's Companions, and like Kiss is Knights and Satanic. Everything had like this weird spiritual attachment to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just remember that all the time. And it was really just, it was a bunch of parents who had read, This Present Darkness by Frank Peretti, like spiritual warfare books and stuff. And it's just funny that this parent just kind of didn't know what was going on and was like, no, you're going to wear that. And it was a pentagram. And she was on the worship team. Just show up to your worship practice like, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, man, that's rough. The best part is like the grandma wouldn't know if you had worn it to school or not.
You just tell grandma a nice white lie. Yeah, I love it, grandma. Wore it every day. Yeah. There's this weird group at school called Satanists that are trying to get me into their club now for some reason, but I love that pennant you gave me.
Yeah.
And then this one, Andrea L. Putnam Strubble on Facebook just said, not having Christmas.
Wah, Jehovah's Witness? Like, I don't get it. Like, what do you mean not having Christmas?
What a downer. Andrea, all she put was not having Christmas. That's the saddest Christmas of all.
I wonder if she was talking about like during COVID.
Could be, but I had Christmas during COVID.
I had Christmas.
Did everyone?
Christmas was like a year into COVID.
Yeah, like you said too. Like the only, I guess if they were a Jehovah,
Could be.
They don't celebrate Christmas, right, or birthdays?
Oh, they don't. Yeah, no, that was the weirdest thing in high school. Or I think it was in 8th grade. Like the girl next to me, it was her birthday. I'm like, oh, happy birthday! Like, what are you doing for? Whatever. And she goes, oh, I don't celebrate birthdays. I'm like, you don't celebrate birthdays? What you mean? Yes, that was a culture shock for me.
If you think about it, though, why do we celebrate birthdays? It's kind of a weird thing to celebrate. You don't have anything to do with it. Your parent, your mother did all the work.
Yeah, if anything, it should be the kid getting the mom gifts.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Isn't that a weird? Is it just because it's like, hey, you're another year? I think it comes from a long time ago when it was like, hey, we're just happy you made it to 6 years old. You know,
That could be. And there's also things that come with age, right? Like a rite of passage with certain things, 16 you drive. So there are milestones tied to it. But I also think there's probably just a little probably part of it where it's like, okay, like each year one of the kids gets their own special day.
yeah, it could be. I don't know. I celebrate them and whatever, it's tradition, but they've always confused me.
Oh, even when you were a kid?
Yeah, I just go, why am I celebrating the day? Because you got to realize too, different cultures celebrate. So like if you live in South Korea, you have to remember 3 different ages.
I know.
Have you ever seen that where it's like
it's like the year,
the international date, the date of South Korea, and then also they say that your birthday is the date of conception.
Yeah.
So you go back 9 months, 8.5 months, whatever it is. So this whole thing, like we celebrate on the day you were born, it is very cultural. It's Western. It's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's run through these real quick. Do we like used bag of free stuff that we put in the junk drawer? Do we like worst gift ever? Or wait, turning 12 in my 20s, relative gave me Old Spice gift set every year. The speakers from Walmart, waffle iron that I feed my kids with. You asked for the worst gift, but I actually gave you a great gift, chicken and a biscuit crackers. 1986 6th grade parents decided it's best we have a Cabbage Patch doll, turquoise sweatshirt with the Muscle Man dude on it. I grew up with an aunt who gave me random double XL polo shirt, which is a night shirt, and then grandmother who bought the pentagram necklace. What ones stick out in your mind? If you had like 1 or 2 that you were like, that's a pretty bad one, or that one should be in the finals to win some stuff. What do you think? I got 2 that I like.
I got 2 with my 1 is a strong one. And so the 2 are
okay.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
Okay.
And the Speedo bodybuilder.
Okay, my 2 are that one as well, the Speedo bodybuilder shirt. But then I also just liked the aunt who gave Kraft mac and cheese, and the XLL polo shirt was like, it's a night shirt. And he's like, I was 16. That sounds like such an aunt or grandma thing. Like just no resemblance of like how old they are. But you want to what? I think we might have a winner because we both agree. We had 2 each, and we both agreed on the sweatshirt one. Should we give it to sweatshirt guy? All right. Nathan Rowland on Facebook. You have won the prize pack. I'm going to get a hold of you, and we'll get your address and get something shipped out to you. The turquoise sweatshirt with the muscle guy and the black Speedo holding a dumbbell weight above his head, especially because it's in yellow gold. It says God's Gym.
Hey. Yeah, if you can wait a week on sending that order, I may make a custom made shirt to include in the package sent to him.
You just sent him that exact same shirt.
I can't tell you what it's gonna be. I
think we have a hint though. All right, Nathan, we'll send it to you. Good job, bud. All right, let's keep it moving along here. Oh man, what do you got going on for Christmas, man? Do you got like everything on one day, or do you got a gauntlet going on?
No, so
go to a bunch of places.
Christmas Day is super low key for me because that's like Christmas is typically when my siblings will celebrate with like their family, their wife and kids, or spouse and kids, and their in-laws. And then the day after Christmas, everybody goes to my parents. So Christmas Day, I got church in the morning, and then each one of my siblings thinks that I'm going to a different sibling's house. So I really just get to go take a nap all day. No, I'm playing. My sister invited me over for waffles after church. But yeah, no, it'll be low key. It'll be calm. Restful.
Yeah. We used to do like a bunch of stuff in one day, and then it's insane. I'm not trying to go 3 different places in a
miserable.
Day. Yeah, it's really miserable, especially if you have kids too, and they're taking them in and out of cars. And so now
you feel like you get like no time at each spot you're at.
Yeah, you're like, all right, timer starts now. We got 50 minutes, and then we're out of here to the next place, which is kind of anti what I feel like celebrating the birth of our Savior should be.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how when people fill up stuff on the Lord's Day, and it's like you're busier on a Sunday than you are any other day of the week. And you're like, well, no, that's supposed to be, reflection on God and to, rest and things like that. And I sometimes think holidays can get that way to where we get so into the food and the feast and and all those things and seeing the family and then going from place to place. It's like, I don't know. I feel like we should be just obviously celebrating the birth of our Savior, but also taking joy and spending time with family instead of going from place to place. So we're going to be running the gauntlet. We got 4 days in a row, but yeah, but it's, just a couple hours each day.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Which is fine. Where everyone's on Christmas break anyway. So, someone said, "Hey, send me some chicken and biscuit crackers if I tell you funny stories." So, okay, we've got a lot of people obviously obsessed with the chicken and biscuit crackers on the live stream here. I like it. All right, let's do. What do you think? You want to do a little guess that Christmas movie?
Yeah, let's go for it. Hang on, I need to readjust my headphones. They're slipping.
All right, do it. So what we have here is we have 6. You can't look at the board though, because I have some names on there, and I want to see just how well Isaiah can do here. And we've done name that Christian worship song. We've done name that tune on the podcast. So now we're going to do Christmas movies. I've got 6 of them. Some of them are as short as 2 seconds. Some of them are as long as 30 seconds. They're audio clips, and we're going to see if Isaiah can guess them. And guys, if you're in the chat and you're watching this right now, feel free to jump in there too and see if you can guess them as well. Hold on 1 second though.
I'm nervous for this. If I get over 2, I'll be good. I'll be very happy. Very happy.
All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on with my camera. All right. Here we go. Ready? Number 1. Here it is.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh, my God! Santa here? I know him.
All right. What do you think it is? Do you got an idea?
Well, I first think that, it wasn't the real Santa. No, that's Elf. I know that.
You know that one?
Oh, yeah, I'll recognize Elf.
All right.
I got one.
He's 1 for 1. He's 1 for 1. All right, let's go to number 2. Ready? Here we go. I think they're going to progressively get a little harder.
Yeah.
This one might be a quick one. I don't know. Ready? Here we go.
Suck brick, kid!
You want to hear it again?
Wait, is that Lampoon's?
Wait, before you answer. Here, one more time.
Suck brick, kid!
Suck brick kid. What could that be? What involves a brick and a kid in a Christmas movie? He's thinking. He's in deep thought. Okay, this one I thought you would get right off the bat. That's why I did it shorter. I thought if I did a long clip of this movie, you'd get it instantly. Oh, Standard Beard Care already has it, but I can't tell you what it is. You got both of them. He's 2 for 2.
Okay, is it a comic? You can't give me hints.
You want one more? You want to hear it one more time? Just see if you can get the voice?
Yeah.
All right, last time.
Suck brick, kid!
Okay, I don't think it's this. I'm almost positive it's not this. It ain't Home Alone.
Which one?
Oh, stop. Is it?
Yeah, which one?
It's not Home Alone 1.
Okay.
Because that's the only Home Alone I've watched.
You haven't seen the second one?
No, I feel like sequels are never as good.
Oh my gosh, the sequel's better.
Stop. No,
you gonna go with the second one? You think
I'm gonna go with the second one then?
That's right. Oh. Yeah, Lost in New York. Let's go.
Wait, is it actually good? Like worth watching?
Oh, dude, it's way better. There's way more hijinks in it. Absolutely, it's twice as many stunts. They're getting hit. And guys, on the live stream right now, if you're out there, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2 better? Home Alone 1 or Lost in New York? We'll see. I think it's Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 1's iconic. I love that movie.
Oh, it's great too. They're both great.
Oh, yeah,
we start watching them in late August.
Oh,
yeah, we start turning on the Christmas. We've already went through all our Christmas movies by September.
No doubt.
All right, ready? Here we go. Number 3. So you're 2 for 2, dude.
2 for 2.
All right, you made it through the first 2. I thought you'd get.
I only committed to getting 2 right, so I'm pretty happy with myself.
You're doing good. All right, ready? Are you a big Christmas movie guy, by the way, or no? Do you know Christmas movies, or you just know of them, or what?
I've seen most. I'm a big comedy fan
Me too.
in movies. So if it's
Yeah.
a comedy Christmas movie, probably will get it. A action Christmas movie, probably will get it. Like It's a Wonderful Life. I know the story. I've seen it before, but
Yeah.
it's not that type of Christmas movie. Ain't nor like
I like the comedies myself too.
Yeah, that's
which
more-
I didn't. I'll tell you, I was going to put something in This Wonderful Life in here, and I didn't. I was like, I don't even really like that movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of. So we got 4 people so far that said Home Alone 2 is better.
Okay, but
no
how many?
Home Alone 1.
No. Oh.
Not yet. But they'll be coming in. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're on number 3.
Yep.
Right? All right, here we go. Number 3.
R&B mention who? I hate you. Hate, 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 hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
That's the Grinch.
That's a Grinch.
That's
Yeah,
the
let's
Grinch.
go.
That's the Grinch.
I thought that might throw you off because it's not really him reciting anything. It's just saying how much he hates people. Dude, Standard Beard Care is on fire. He's naming them before the clip's even over. Yep, he got it. Grinch. All right, number 4. You're 3 for 3, dude. I didn't think you were going to get this far, honestly. I had no hope in you. No confidence whatsoever.
I didn't.
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I was just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, ready? Here we go. Number 4.
Santa? How come your clothes are so baggy?
Because Santa is watching his saturated fats.
How come you don't have a beard?
Because I shaved. Do you want this doll or not? Go back to sleep.
Oh, this one's going deep. I'm not going to give you any hints. Come on, Standard Beard Care on the live stream. You got that one yet?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could take a stab in the
Oh my
dark.
gosh, he got it. He got it. Oh, he's already okay.
I could
Dude,
take it.
you're up against one of our sponsors.
It's not a Christmas story, right?
What's that?
Christmas
You
story.
can't say it's not this,
All
right? You have to take a guess.
Is it it's a Christmas story?
The Christmas story? No. I'm sorry. It's
I don't recognize. I don't
the
think I've ever
Santa
seen-
Claus with Tim Allen.
I literally was
It's
gonna
the
guess
Santa
Santa
Claus
Santa
with Tim
Claus,
Allen.
and then I thought, nah, that's way too obvious. But I've never actually seen.
I mean, that's pretty like that's Tim
Santa?
Allen's voice right
How
there.
come your clothes are so baggy?
Because Santa is watching his saturated fats.
That is not Tim Allen's voice.
It is Tim.
Stop.
Okay.
You're telling me that's Pure Michigan?
you know Tim Allen does Pure Michigan.
Oh, the Pure Michigan, hands down, best ad campaign all time.
Okay, but have you seen the guy who then went back and did Pure Michigan, but then just did like Downriver Michigan and was like,
Like parody?
oh, parody, and it's the best because he did the voice and he's like, do you have two tramp stamps on the bag? Right? Do you smoke Marlboro Reds when and he's taking actual footage of people at like festivals and like Taylor, Michigan, and like these, I don't want to say white trash. It's mean to say, but that's what it is. And he did these parodies and they are hilarious because he's saying the most insane things in the voiceover, but then you're looking at it. And from someone from Michigan, I go, oh, I've been there. I know where that's at.
That's hilarious.
And
I'll
he's
have to
at
look it
Pure
up.
Michigan.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm 3 for 4. I was gonna guess Santa Claus because it said Santa. I've never actually seen a Santa Claus though.
Yeah. You've never seen the original Santa Claus?
No.
Yeah, go check it out.
Aren't
It's a
they
good one.
making a new one though?
Yeah, but I don't know. I saw the preview and I go, that'll be for the kids. It looks kind of dumb. But the
yeah.
original one, pretty good premise. Kills Santa Claus, has to take over for him. Accidentally kills him. All right, ready? Here we go. We're on number 5. And you are what, 3 for 4?
Yep.
Here we go.
That's because you know it'll stick. You're full of it. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, I double dog dare you.
Now it was serious. A double dog dare. What else was left but a triple dare you? And finally, the coup de grace of all dares, the sinister triple dog dare.
I triple dog dare you.
Schwartz created a slight breach of etiquette by skipping the triple dare and going right for the throat.
I know the movie. I know
Yeah.
that scene.
It's a do you know what the scene's about? Why they're doubled Standard Beard Care. He's got it again. He's on it.
I know I've seen that scene.
Yeah.
I don't even have a guess.
Want me to give you a hint?
That's cheating.
Okay. You're going to be so mad at yourself.
I mean, it's okay. Play it one more time.
All right, let me see which one it is.
That's cause you know it'll stick. You're full of it. Oh, yeah? Yeah! Like double dog dare ya!
Now it was serious. A double dog dare. What else was left but a triple dare you? And finally, the coup de grace of all dares, the sinister triple dog dare.
I triple dog dare ya!
Schwartz created a slight breach of etiquette by skipping the triple dare and going right for the throat.
What do you think?
It's not a Christmas movie. Only thing in my head is Little Rascals.
So you said it's not a Christmas movie. You think Little Rascals?
That's the only movie I can possibly think of.
So you think Little Rascals is a Christmas movie?
Could be.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
That's incorrect.
Yeah,
it's
figured.
a Christmas Story.
Oh my!
It's what you just guessed the last time. You'll shoot your eye out. You know, that classic. Yeah, that's in the very beginning when he's trying to get him to stick his tongue on the pole.
Yep.
Yeah, I told you they're getting harder.
They are getting harder.
And frankly, I probably wouldn't have known that.
That's a no. I mean, I know for a fact I've seen, but like I didn't even. What threw me with that one is,
Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever actually sat down and watched A Christmas Story, but I knew I recognized that. So I was like, okay, what movies have I watched?
right. All right, hold on. We're going to do some technical stuff here. It looks like our camera is giving us some issues here. God. Let's see. Huh. Standard Barrier said, my dad will not let anyone touch the TV while within 24 hours of the Christmas Story is on. Yeah, so we've got a weird thing going on where the camera is frozen, but the audio is still working. Hold on, guys. We're working on it on the live stream. We'll get it going here. We'll stop the camera. All right, we're going to get the last one going here in 1 second.
This may be a blessing in
There
disguise.
we go. All right, now we're back.
I always got told I had a face for radio, so
Face
I was
for radio.
thinking,
That's my joke. How dare you come on my podcast and tell my joke? But that's okay. All right, ready? Last one. So you are 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
So if we can, I mean, if you get this wrong, 50%, but if you get this one right, what will that be? 4 for 6, which would be 66%, which is passing. So it's all rides right here. Ready? Here we go. 6-1.
For the fire? We can't do the bookkeeping. Yeah, all of our pens have turned to inksicles. Yeah, our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
Unemployed! This is my island in the sun.
I believe you've convinced them once again, Mr. Scrooge.
This is the hardest one. This is obscure. I want you to listen to that voice at the end.
A Christmas Carol?
What is it?
I mean, I have no idea. A Christmas Carol just because they said Scrooge.
Okay.
Well, I want to see if he got it.
No, here I'm gonna play it one more time. Listen to the voice right at the end.
For the fire? We can't do the bookkeeping. Yeah, all of our pens have turned to inksicles. Yeah, our assets are frozen.
You're so close.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
Unemployed! This is my island in the sun.
I believe you've convinced them once again, Mr. Scrooge.
The guy who says Mr. Scrooge. Does that sound familiar, that voice?
No, the only voice that sounded familiar was the one that sounds exactly like SpongeBob.
Wait, who was that?
It was like right after we can't do the bookkeeping.
You're kind of in the right path though, because it's not
Is it animated.
It's not animated. It's not live. It's live action, but with something else. No,
No idea. Isaiah's failing this test.
the Muppet Christmas Carol. Those are Muppets.
Hey,
That was
I got
Kermit the Frog.
Christmas Carol.
You got, you know what? You get half points. On that.
Okay, so half puts me at 3.5 out of 6, which is over.
That's over
Wait,
50%. I think.
Does it put me at 60 though?
I don't know. We'll see. You
Am I at that
passed.
61?
I think you did it. I think you passed. 3.5 out of 6, dude, for like not knowing any of these. You get the applause.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
Oh man. That was pretty good though. So yeah, the reason I was saying listen to that voice is it was Kermit the Frog. And he is who's the guy that I just saw the play too? Who's the guy that works for Scrooge? What's his character's name?
Tiny Tim?
No, that's his son. Who's the guy that works for Scrooge that has Tiny Tim? That's Kermit the Frog's character.
Is that George?
Are you just saying random names?
No, I
Is
swear.
that
Oh no, is it George Bailey? Is that The Wonderful Life? Or is that not even George Bailey?
I think that's Wonderful Life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, no, it's on Christmas theme.
Yeah, Christmas Carol. Oh, who is it? Bob Cratchit.
Ah,
That's who it is. Bob Cratchit has Tiny Tim, and then the people that were singing, oh, you know, whatever, behind them in that clip. It's warm out. They're little rats, Rizzo the rats. But anyway, and the only reason I know that is because I had to pull audio to then pull video to pull audio for these. So, even though it seems like I know a lot about Christmas movies, it's just because I
you had to research.
I did all the clips. I know nothing. Pretty good though, man. 3.5 out of 6 for random.
Hey.
I was trying to find something from Christmas Vacation. Is that what it's called? Or no?
Oh yeah,
Christmas
Lampoon's
family Christmas or whatever it is. And couldn't find anything without a lot of cuss words and a lot of inappropriate material.
Yeah. I was personally hoping you'd put some Die Hard on there, man. Greatest Christmas movie of all time.
You're one of those, huh?
No, but I think it's funny, so I am.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I go, people are having an argument over it, so I'm going to take a hard stance on one way or another, even though I don't care.
It's
just
typically
because
in opposition to whoever's taking the hard stance.
Right. If they're like, it's not a Christmas movie, then you're like, it absolutely is. And if they're like, oh, it's a Christmas movie, you're like, you're insane. No, it isn't. Yeah, you have to take the opposite of whatever the hard stance is to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Just enjoy, you know.
Oh man. All right. So boom, boom, boom. What is he saying? I got all kinds of comments in here. Oh yeah, so we had a little freeze up on the camera there, guys, but it's back now, it looks like. All right. Let's get into our I thought it'd be interesting to get into our Christmas Carol draft. Because do you play any music? You sing or play any music or write music or anything?
I don't know. I don't, but I would.
You don't know. Is that what you just said? You don't know if you write music?
I don't write.
You're like, I sleepwalk.
I pick sports.
When I wake up in the morning.
My brother picked music. He wrestled, but I picked sports. I'm not musical at all.
No.
But I really enjoy music.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how if you're not a musician and someone asks you that, you have to justify then liking music? You're like, I don't, but I really like it.
No,
why can't you just enjoy music?
Well,
you know what I mean?
I would say you said, I do not make music. But
I know, but
at a very low. I would you on Spotify?
Yes.
How many minutes did you have for the year?
Oh, I don't know. They sent me my email. I didn't even look at it.
You're so old.
I don't know.
Every young person is gonna. Yeah. I was at 130,000 minutes.
That's a lot of music.
Yeah,
see, but that's the other thing though too is I only mostly use Spotify for podcasts. I'm an Apple Music guy, which I know is exactly like all the young people are like, you idiot. That's for trash people.
Which is mind-boggling that Apple has somehow lost with the youth in a very specific thing.
Well, no, it isn't, because I was the youth when Apple was pushing that 12 to 15 years ago, and now we're all late 30s to mid 40s. So that's who's using it. You just grow up with your technology.
Yeah, but when you were growing up, it was iTunes.
Right.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
That's my point. I grew up with Apple.
Well, that's fair enough.
So I just and the other thing though is like Apple Music is like it's stupid. It's like not intuitive at all. like to get back to albums and track stuff
when
and
they
do
first
stuff?
released it, I tried it for a month. I was like, okay, like I like technology. I like, and okay, streaming services isn't technology, but yeah, it was miserable. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, that's no question. I'm sticking with Spotify.
But now at 41 years old, I'm getting to that point to where it's like, well, I've just stuck with it this long. I'm not going to change. I'm going to become everything that I hated in my 20s, right?
Stuck
I'm
in
like,
your ways.
I'm like, I'm not switching to Spotify. Which, I do have some playlists on there, some other stuff on Spotify, but it's just crazy that, like you said, Apple, which their whole thing was based around music, kind of dropped the ball.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Spotify's been going after it, dude, for the last 5 or 6 years. Like everyone was like, I can't believe they're paying Rogies $100 million to come on. And I'm like, no, I get it. They're making a play for a certain demographic and to be the number one in that realm.
Well, yeah,
And they are by far
in the whole audio entertainment realm,
right.
Like, and they're tying in video with their podcast, but like they're just now starting to get audiobooks on there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it's smart.
Well, they did the thing too, to where they're like, hey, we'll connect the video to the podcast, which, okay, you have to have, if you want people to watch, you do have to have, or listen, you have to have people to watch the video as well. But then they just went, oh, and you can only if you're on Spotify and only on Anchor. And everyone's like, why Anchor? And they're like, oh, because we just bought them too. So like you know what I mean? So like
they'll only do video if you're exclusive with them.
Well, I mean, you can only upload video through Anchor, and they bought Anchor. So it was one of those things where they know exactly what they're doing. They're kind of doing what Apple was doing 10 years ago when they were buying up, or like even with Facebook when they bought Instagram for $1 billion and people thought they were nuts, 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's smart.
But how do we get on that subject? What are we talking about?
We're about to do the draft.
Oh yeah, about to do the draft. That's right. Worst podcast host ever. I can't remember what we're talking about. All right, so this is what I want to do. I will give you, as the guest, I'm going to give you first draft. You have first round draft pick for the draft. And here's the rules. We each get 5 picks. Okay. You can write them down if you want, keep them in your head, whatever it is. It'll be video recorded either way. And we go back and forth. You have first pick. I have second pick. You third, me fourth, just like we said. When this goes to YouTube, and well, it's on YouTube now, but when it gets edited and put up in clips, I'll put them on the screen. We'll put each 5 of our Christmas carols or Christmas songs, and then we're going to have the people vote. And I'll let you know who wins. There's no prize for this. Bragging rights is what you get. Okay, Isaiah?
Oh, yeah.
So no t-shirt for you.
That's all right.
You're like, I didn't want your stupid t-shirt anyway. I got a Santa Claus suit.
No.
So we'll start. You start. And what we really want to do is, much like a football draft, you just want a well-rounded team. You know what I mean? You don't want to draft 3, star quarterbacks. That won't do you any good.
Right.
You got to draft a quarterback. You got to draft defense. You got to draft offense. You might even have to sneak some special teams in there that doesn't get any love, but you got to have to complete the team. So be thinking about that when you're making your 5-song roster for your Christmas Carol draft. Okay. Now, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
I don't like how confident you are. I think I'm going to lose this because I've thought about it for about 10 seconds today, but I think I have some good ones. All right, go ahead. First round of the Christmas Carol draft goes to Isaiah. What's the first song you're drafting into your team?
I've got to hang on. I'm on the clock right now, so I just have to think.
2-minute clock.
I just have to. Oh, that's a long clock. I just have to think of this one. If I
20-second clock.
Second round.
Well, it's kind of strategic because I might steal yours.
I know.
For thinking of the same, and maybe give a little explanation of why you picked that one too. Oh, this makes great podcasting. You're sitting there thinking in silence.
We're gonna go with one that's timeless. It's timeless. Tom Brady, why he's so iconic is because he's timeless. He's been doing it forever, and he's still at the top of his game. So we're gonna go with. Oh my goodness!
Did you just forget it?
Yeah. How did I try to get cute with it.
I love it. The first pick is
it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, huh? So it's beginning to look a lot. Man, that's okay. I didn't think you were going there.
Where'd you think?
I didn't think it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I guess it's pretty popular. It's a staple, right? Everyone gets really excited because you usually play that one early in the Christmas season, and people are like,
it's playing in every store you go in.
It gets you hyped.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, you're going there. So that changes my strategy up a little bit. Let's see. So you're going, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That pretty much takes out any I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, because that's just like the trailer park version of that song. We don't want that, so I can't go there. You want to what? I'm gonna go in a different direction. You went with mainstream. I'm gonna go with one of my most theologically rich Christmas carols that even pagans know. Okay, that's the crossover appeal of this song. Is you can be a Hindu, all right, and you know the words to the song, and that, of course, it's Isaac Watts, post-millennialism, amillennialism, Joy to the World.
Solid.
That's a solid.
That's
Joy to the World. Everyone knows that. I feel like
Everybody.
Trump. Everyone knows
It's gonna be huge.
it's huge. I don't know why I'm using my hands like this, but I'm going the other way. I think I can sneak in some other Christmas songs, because you got the best one. You did probably get the best one for non-carol for Christmas, because there's the kind of a difference between carol and song, right? Wouldn't you say? Like a carol, I think of like,
When I think of a Christmas carol, I think of like a hymn that you would knock and sing, and
Right.
When I
For
think of a Christmas song, or
it's
Christmas
more like
music,
mainstream,
it's
right?
More mainstream, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you took what? White Christmas? No,
It's beginning to look.
it's beginning to look like Christmas. I took Joy to the World. All right. Who are you taking for number 2?
So I got my star quarterback because it's timeless, but the only way you can keep your QB young and fresh
Yeah.
and spry is if you give him a good O-line,
O-line.
give him good protection.
You better not say what I think you're going to say.
So-
You son of a gun. Don't take my second
I don't know
pick.
if I'm taking it, but I'm going with
I think
Maybe It's Cold Outside.
Oh, I'm so glad you took that. That
Yeah.
song sucks.
What?
That song sucks,
Yo,
dude.
that song has been come at harder than any song I've ever seen.
I don't
And it
even
has
know-
stood the test of time and not budged.
I don't even know who sings it. Who?
Well,
Maybe
there's-
it's cold. What is
it's
it?
so famous that
To who?
everybody sings
To who?
it. To everybody. What do you mean?
To sewer people?
To
Who's it
sewer
famous
people.
to? What?
To everybody.
Are you? Did you just drive? Baby, it's cold
the I really
outside.
must go. Yeah. The one that people have recent years started to take exception
Oh
to.
no! Wait a minute. That's okay. That's
I mean, Michael Bublé does my favorite version, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like
people. What will people say? That
Yeah,
one,
it's
the
the
one that
back
got
and forth.
canceled 2 years
Yes,
ago.
that's what I'm saying,
Okay, all right.
protection.
It just moved
that's
up.
what I'm saying. It
It just moved up the draft board. If it
That's-
gets canceled, it moved up the draft board for
That's
me.
my O-line,
Okay.
baby. That thing
Okay.
got like a vicious attack and it didn't budge.
No,
Like,
I see where you went with
my
that.
QB is gonna play
That
for
was-
30 years.
That
Never
was
gonna
my
be
bad.
touched.
That was my bad, because that is a song that's going to stand up the test. It tried to get canceled. They're playing it again this year on radio. They just gave it like a 1-season reprieve, and they're like, "Yeah, we got to go back to that. That's a classic."
Yeah, well, you can't cancel "Baby It's Cold Outside" while WAP is the #1 song on the Billboard charts. It doesn't work like that.
I think that's what happened too.
They did. It came through that other side. It's battle tested. It's ready to go.
Right. Okay. So for my number 2, I have to kind of in the same theme. So I went very particular for that first round. That's like your star quarterback or something like that. Second, you're going a little more broad. You want something that supports the team, whether that's O-line, whether that's D-line, whether that's a nose guard, something like that. I got to go with a song that not only does everyone know, but you can easily be played on musical instruments. And it's so popular that kids actually make up more words to it, and they're funnier than the original. And that's Jingle Bells. You have to go Jingle Bells, Batman Smells,
I'm
dude.
gonna be honest with you. That one slid. That one
was slid.
That you gotta steal.
I got to
in the
steal on
draft.
that one.
Jingle Bells wasn't even on my radar, but it should have been.
I mean, everyone knows Jingle Bells. And then on top of that, it's easy to play if you want to sound it out. And then there's like 10 different variations of it. Everyone went to a different elementary school, and then like you have a little bit different version. Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg, and then this guy has one that goes a different way. I just love the fact that it's so interwoven into
So
the
you
culture.
like it though for the humor side, or because you think it's audio?
I just think it's a solid tune, dude.
Okay.
It's 3 chords. It's C, F, and G. That's every major rock song.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm saying C, F, and G. I'm not saying the word effing.
Yeah.
I'm saying the C chord, the F chord, and the G chord.
I don't even know if I know the lot, like the real words to Jingle Bells. I know all I know all the parody songs.
Right.
I don't know if I know.
Let's see. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, like that one. But the second verse is like, then we got a nod or something. We fell off our horse or something. The second verse is insane.
Yeah.
No one knows it. All right. What are you going for number 3?
For number 3,
this is where it gets tough. This is where it could be a big swing and a hit, or it could be a miss.
You got to go with, so we have 2 loud vocal, really, kind of in your face songs.
Yeah. What you do or I do?
Yeah, I do. And you a football guy?
I am a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Well,
enough.
Sometimes you just want your players to not be super loud. You want them just to show up, be kind of quiet, and let their work speak for them. And
team players.
Sometimes they may bring you to tears, with just with how skillfully they execute.
All right.
So for my quiet pick, I'm going Silent Night.
Oh, that was next on my list. You son of a gun. Silent Night is such a good pick because there's such a swing in it too. It's like it's tearful, it's heartfelt. It's like Rudy. It's the Rudy of the draft. Like you're a dude, you're masculine, but you're going to shed a tear if you watch Rudy at the end of that film, or Blindside or something like that, like a good sports movie that just gets you.
Yeah.
It's
unavoidable.
Silent Night.
It's unavoidable. And it's like, you can do it so many different ways. Acapella, I think, is probably my favorite.
I love
Maybe
when someone starts that way too high.
Oh no, you love it?
Yeah, just because of watching everyone just freak out, like, you know what I mean? It's like, they're like, oh, we're going up this roller coaster. In fact, I think your brother at our song, what is it? Songs of Triumph or whatever, said that in the first night. He was saying, we started it low because we know that these songs can go. And I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have loved to see a lot of people struggle because I get joy out of
Mainly Nathan's struggling.
Yes, I get joy out of other people struggling. But so Silent Night. All right, number 3. That's solid. That's gonna mess me up because I was like, he's not gonna pick Silent Night. He wouldn't go in there for the sleeper. That's like old school, and you did it. You got it. You got a stealer. So number 3 for me. So what I got so far, I got Joy to the World, Jingle Bells, 2 crazy ones. Number 3, should I go 2 fun ones in a row and then double back on 4 and 5? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just going with pure popularity here, and everyone knows it, and it's just a fun one to sing no matter where you're at. And there's, once again, I love the improv of it, which it's, in draft terms, versatile player.
Mm-hmm.
I can put this song in any position and it's going to put production out for me week after week. I got to go Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oof.
Just because you got the ad libs, you'll go down in history like George Washington. There's all those little extra things that you can put in there. That's a song I can stick anywhere and anyone knows it and they like it.
It has a trait very similar to my favorite genre of music, which is country, and it's a storytelling song.
There you go.
By the time you're done listening to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you feel like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You're bonded with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, what about those pricks that wouldn't let him play any games?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's
unbelievable.
I hate those deer. Reindeer. I said deer. I just got done hunting a couple days ago. I got deer on the mind.
Hey, I got an honest question.
Yeah.
Do we know when that song was written?
1654, right after the Pilgrims got here. I don't know. The Pilgrims didn't get here in 1650 either. Homeschooled. I don't know what year was it. I mean, it's got to be like 40s.
Well, I wonder if
I thought it
was written as a protest song.
To what? Don't say it.
It's got too many similarities.
To what? Say it. Go ahead. I have no idea what you're talking about, so you can say whatever you want. You laughing is making it worse.
It's because I think I probably so far out, but I wonder if it was a protest song to like, the segregation and not, that stuff. I wonder if it was a protest song.
Just because he had a red nose?
Well, he was different. He wasn't allowed to play in the games. He was, he was second tier.
Oh, I thought it was he was just an alcoholic.
Rudolph?
Yeah, he had a red nose. Wasn't that why they're like, you can't play in these games? You're clearly intoxicated.
That's funny. I'm
It's-
not gonna research this. I gotta imagine I'm wildly off.
Hey, if anyone's still watching out there, when was? Well, I guess I could just Google it. When was Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer written? Let's see. When was So all right. So that was mine. Let's go to number 4 for you.
All right, number 4. So I have what? I got my. I need some receivers, and then I'll get a defense at the end. So something fast.
What year did I say?
You said 16 something in the 40s.
1939. That's close. Yeah, it was very cultural. First appeared in 1939. Song was written the same year. All right, go ahead. So
All right.
number 4. Here we go.
All right, I'm thinking this one. Okay, this one. I don't know where it fits on the team, to be honest with you, but it was a childhood staple icon for me. Growing up, it was one of my favorites every year, and so I think I'm gonna have to go with "O Come, O Come, Emmanuel."
Wait a minute. Is that Amy Grant?
Andy Graham.
Amy Grant.
She didn't write it.
She didn't? Did she?
No.
Wasn't it
it's
like
a super old hymn.
Emmanuel, Emmanuel, wonderful counselor? That was her Christmas single.
No.
Did she write it though?
No. O Come, Emmanuel.
Or are you talking about
Super-
O come, Emmanuel?
Yeah, that.
Oh, man, that's obscure, dude. That is like you're drafting like the Lions, just throwing stuff at the board, going, hopefully this dude works out.
I told you.
You want to know what? He had 250 catches in his senior year. He tore his ACL, but we think he's on the mend.
That was a staple growing up, man. I
Really?
got to be on the team. I think so. And I'm also really having a struggle thinking of
more Christmas songs. All right, number 4 for me. I'm gonna go the same way you did. It's a little more obscure. But once again, if we're comparing this to a draft, this is my long shot. And I like it because it's once again easy to sing. A lot of people know it. I've heard it in different ways, Christmas, jazz, and that is Drummer Boy. Little Drummer Boy.
That's quality.
Just because kids like it, adults like it. It's got a different perspective. It's not it's from the perspective of the drummer boy instead of the perspective of the shepherds or from Christ or whatever. So I'm going Little Drummer Boy, but I think it's
you deserve Nux for that.
all right. I'll take Nux for it, whatever that means. No, I know it means Knuckles. All right. Final. So rattle off your first 4 you got then. So you have.
I have It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Oh man, you got me on that one. That was a good.
I have
I didn't even think of that one.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Yep.
I have Silent Night, and I have O Come, Emmanuel.
That is a varied draft.
Yeah.
So tie it all together with number 5. What do you think you should go for number 5? Think of all the Christmas songs that you sing when you're younger, that you're singing right now, that you've caroled, that you've seen in movies. What's going to be number 5 that's going to bring those all together to give you the best 5 Christmas carol team?
I definitely have my first 2 entirely Christmas song, secular, Christmas song. Second 2, old school hymn. I'm going to come in with my final piece that really bridges the gap where I really don't know if it's a Christian song, secular song, but I like it. My grandma would always listen to it with me.
Okay.
And I may get roasted for this because I don't actually know the words of it too well. So maybe I don't know. I'm going to stop defending it. I'm just going to go with it with Mary, Did You Know?
No.
Yeah.
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did.
You just sank the franchise, dude. Mary, did you know?
Have you ever heard Pentatonics' version?
Actually, yes. My daughters love Pentatonics. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like. Well,
okay, can I just tell you why I laughed at that? Just because the only reference I have for that, or not the only reference, but the earliest reference I have for that is sitting in church at like 9 years old.
oh, did they sing it in church?
Oh, dude, and like and they would, and it was like always one lady who just like could kind of carry a tune, and they felt bad, so they're like, "Oh, you can do it for offering, or you can do it." You know what I mean? It was like a special. Went to a smaller, like non-denominational church, but it was definitely like fundamental Baptist. They just weren't denominational. Very legalistic, and it was like, Mary, did you know that Joe? And it was just at 9 years old, I wasn't being judgmental. I was just going, this isn't very good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even as a young kid going, I'm not enjoying this at all.
I think it's more the nostalgia factor for me.
Is it?
I don't think it's a big song. I don't think many people know it.
Yeah.
That's where I was saying, like, I've never heard it in church. I've never really heard it on the radio. I just remember listening to it with my Nana.
What it is though, it is cultural, because now you have the meme out, the meme song of what's the who had Luke Skywalker? What was the mom's name?
Padme.
Padme?
Yeah.
You've heard Padme, did you know?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Padme, did you know? And you're singing about your son will one day fight the Jedi. Padme, did you?
Dead.
Oh, dude, it just came out a few weeks ago, and it's like I'm not really a Star Wars guy per se, but I know enough to understand the song. And I went, oh my gosh, it's like 28 million views or something on this guy's TikTok account. So there you go. It's cultural, just like you said.
Now.
It's
Bridges the Gap. And I was, now that my draft's over and I can't really help you because I don't know the name of the song, I probably would have gone with the really big Mariah Carey song. But I don't know what on earth.
How dare you?
I don't know what on earth the name of that song is.
All I want for Christmas is you. That one, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, I hate that song.
Do you really?
Oh my gosh. No, stop with that. All right.
No, does that one hit the big like you're about to hear a really bad singing voice, but like Christmas like that?
Wait a minute. What? No, that one doesn't do that. Wait,
Yeah,
what
no,
are
I'm
you?
talking
Wait,
about the Mariah Carey, like at least I think it's Mariah Carey. Like
yeah,
she's singing. I don't know. I'll send it to you afterwards.
hold on. We got it right here. Let's see if we can figure it out. This thing said video. All right, it's let's see. It's Mariah Carey, and it's all I want for Christmas, right?
Well, that's her famous one, but I don't think that's.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Hang on, let's check this out.
Oh, that's the one I thought you.
Let's see.
Oh, stop.
Oh no, it's literally
That one?
okay. I do love that one. That's not the one I was thinking of. I do love that. I'm a
You said
sucker.
I do love that
I'm
one.
a sucker. You know these. I'm a sucker for.
Which
yeah,
one are you talking about?
I think it's just called Christmas. I think it's this one. I think. Maybe. Yeah, this one.
I don't know. I don't know if that one.
It's called Just Christmas.
And you said if you had remembered what it was called, you would have drafted that?
Potentially.
Potentially. All right, let's finish it up. Here we go. I'm on number 5. I went Joy to the World. I went Jingle Bells. I went. What did I go for third one?
Jingle Bells was 3.
No, Jingle Bells was 2. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 3.
Oh yeah.
Drummer Boy 4.
Yeah.
Number 5. What could I do for number 5 to strengthen this team? I'm deciding between 2 right now, and they're both classic Christmas songs. We probably sang them both growing up in church, but they're bangers. They're not like Silent Night or like We Three Kings where you're like falling asleep. It was like even in a fundamentalist Baptist church, we were grooving a little bit and
Started moving those hips.
started moving those hips. And those two are, well, actually, no. One of them's a little more secular. Actually, when I say that, but I'm gonna just think out loud here. These are the two I'm deciding between, and maybe you can help me with it. Deck the Halls, because it's got that fa la 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 in there, or Hark the Herald.
Bro, stop. You did not sing Deck the Halls in church.
No, that I was mistaken about that. I said the second one. Hark
Okay.
Hark the Herald.
Okay. You almost had me floored. What fundamentalist Baptist
No.
is singing Deck the Halls in church?
Now, me and my brother like singing Deck the Halls because we would say balls of holly, which has made us laugh, even though that's not the words.
Wait, what are the words?
Boughs, like a bow, like this, like a bough of holly.
Oh, I always
And
thought it
we-
was ball. Okay.
Did you just learn something here
Yeah,
tonight?
you learn something new every day.
There you
man.
go. Yeah, we used to do it on purpose, like balls of holly. It just sounded funny. I'm gonna go with Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Yeah, that's a solid. That was up
I
there.
like it because even like it just feels like, I don't know, it's a classic Christmas song. It gets a lot of mileage. I've seen it in theaters and plays. I've seen it on TV, and it's like, I know I performed it, I think, when I was younger. Maybe that's why. But I think that rounds it out. I got a couple secular, a couple, like you said, carols in there. I'm feeling pretty good about my team.
Yeah, no, that's a solid.
I like
team.
your team too, though.
It's a solid team. It's a solid team.
Honestly, your first draft might hurt me when it comes to voting. Did not even think about that song. And then as soon as you said it, I went, dang it. It's as soon as it starts snowing or gets a little bit cold, everyone sings it.
Well, you know what? I wish
Kids are
you can't
talking about
you
it.
can't go back and undo it. But if I could do pick number 5 again, it would be neither Mary Did You Know or the Mariah Carey song,
What would it be?
Winter Wonderland.
Oh, I didn't even think about that
Yeah,
one.
that one came to mind as you were talking about too.
Walking in a winter wonderland. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Oh my gosh.
Somebody's about to get a steal of an undrafted free agent.
I know, right?
Somebody's about to pick up a gem.
Right. Someone's about, yeah. What's the one that's chestnuts roasting on open fire?
Oh,
Chestnuts roasting. What is that? What song is that? Why can't I think of the name of it? Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Time.
What is it?
Is it Merry
What's what?
Christmas?
No, but what's?
To you. I want to.
Hey, every song you don't know the name to, you just say, "Is it Merry Christmas?"
Well, I was
It's Merry
right the
Christmas.
first time. It
It's
was
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Chestnuts roasting. It's not chestnuts roasting on an open fire, is it?
No, maybe.
I mean,
I don't know. Put it in your sweet Spotify app you have there.
Hey, you wanna
Youngin'?
see something really sweet with. Wait, why can't I? Well, you could. I think I have it turned off because I don't like my apps listening to me.
Right.
But you can hum a tune into Spotify. It's the Christmas song, Merry Christmas. I was right.
Put up to the mic so we can hear it. Wait a second. It's called the Christmas song?
The Christmas song, parentheses, Merry Christmas.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right. That's what I was thinking.
Hey, I might have only been 3.5 out of 6 on Name That Movie,
Yeah,
but I'm 2 for 2 on Name That Song.
that is true. And it's just both times it's just the Christmas song.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing good, man. All right. All right. Let's wrap this thing down. I think we did pretty good. We've got our winner, Nathan. We'll be sending some stuff out to you, man. Guys, thanks. I haven't checked the live stream in a while. Got sidetracked over here. Guys, thanks for listening and hanging out with us. Isaiah, dude, how fun was it for you to come on and hang out?
Oh, yeah. I've been counting down the days ever since Penny, we didn't really know each other that well. You came on the church camping for the summer. You got Lippy playing baseball, which I loved.
That's
But
true.
what made me really like you and really
Oh.
like your family was in youth group. I told you I was going to bully your kid at the youth group.
And I like that.
And she comes in and I go, "Hey, Penny." And I sent her straight to, okay. So like, don't tell them this. It's like never, because I'm actually
They don't
angry
watch
at
this.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But like sometimes just to keep engagement up, if a kid is like blinking the wrong way,
I love these stories. They tell me these
I
stories.
send them to the corner and they have to stand in the corner until I remember that they're there and tell them they can come back. As soon as Penny walks in, I'm up in the front. I go, Penny, corner. She goes, are you serious? And I go, yeah. And she goes, I go, do you want to tell the room why you're going to the corner? And she stops dead in her tracks, look at the whole room and goes, because my dad's a better baseball player than you. And they just walked. I was like, okay, all right. He's doing something right.
Oh, yeah. She defended me.
Oh, I lost it. I lost it.
Yeah. So that's my little lippy mini me. God help her. She's going to have a rough life because she probably can't keep her mouth shut. But I absolutely love, she comes home and she goes, yeah, I think this was like right after it happened. She goes, I think he's just sending me to the corner because of you. And I go, yeah, maybe he is. And she's like, that's not fair. And I go, well, he's teaching you a very good lesson. Life isn't fair.
Not fair.
But then in the weeks prior, in the months prior, she would come home and she was telling me these stories. These new kids would just come there and you're just like, corner, or what do you say? Like, is it corner?
I go corner
now. And just stand them in the corner. And which is awesome because it's fun, it's engaging, but it's also like, yeah, you got to go stand in the corner. Like,
well, it's like if a kid ever is actually making me irritated with them, I'm not going to do nothing. And we're going to talk about it afterwards. If somebody's just like whispering to their friend and they're not somebody who's just, it's like,
right.
Oh, hey, I got you. Go.
Okay. I can't remember the full story. Maybe remember it, but I think it was like one of their friends that has just started coming on Wednesdays. I think it's, her name's Tessa, I think, or something. And you or someone asked her to explain a verse or like, what did you, what did you learn from this or something? And like the first 5 words, Penny's telling me the story and she goes, yeah, Tessa said she didn't read it and she was just going to like, kind of say what she was going to say and it would work out. And then she started saying something and within 5 words, Isaiah was like, corner, you didn't read it. I can tell. I was like, dude, I love this guy. Absolutely. Because that's kind of how, so I did a thing at our church and it was a little younger. It was called my old church and it was called Royal Rangers, kind of like Boy Scouts, right? But for a church. And I had kindergarten through 5th grade and I treated them the exact same way. Like I was nice, but I was like pretty like, no, you're not right. But it was funny because then when you kind of have some boundaries with younger kids, then they also like respond to you.
Oh yeah.
Not only do they like, okay, yes, he's friendly and he jokes, but also, oh, there's a line of like of boundaries and discipline there. Not that you're disciplining them, but I'm saying like, you know what I mean? Like orderliness. And then I noticed that the kids would come to me before any of the other commanders, like, hey, can we do this? Or what about this? Or what do you think about that? And it's this weird thing where, Proverbs says no one likes a spoiled child, right? Ecclesiastes says the same thing. There's just something about you. Like, I feel like, especially in like Western Christianity churches, it's like coddle the kids to no end. You're great. You're loved. You're awesome. Your picture looks great. It's like, no, they need a little bit of like, no, corner. I know you're BSing right now. You didn't read that.
Right.
Or whatever.
No, it's, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever sent a new kid to the corner, but I think you start coming to a youth group, you're new, you're like in an awkward stage of life and you don't know people there. Like it can be hard to like try to fit in, but like, that's where I try to like, okay, I'm not going to treat you any different. Why am I going to make you stand out? So I'll joke with them from the jump out. Like, and I think that playful poking is often a great way to get people's guard down, get them interacting with people.
It's good.
I don't remember that with Tessa, but it probably
it might,
it probably
it
happened.
Might be someone else too. I don't know.
Probably happened, but
I just remember listening to it and I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, the kids are a blast. They're a blast.
Yeah, we should say too, for anyone who's still listening, thanks for hanging in there. But yeah, you do our youth group.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah,
right.
One of it's one of, I don't know, 15
many leaders at Christ the Word, right?
Yeah, but it's a fun group, man. It's a fun group of kids, but the group of leaders on it is explosive.
Yeah,
it is
pretty
fun.
phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Cool.
but the kids are what make it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in the funny thing is like, and then we'll finish up here, but they, you see a lot of stuff. Like if you like in the kind of like the Christian meme world too, you'll see a lot of right now. There's a lot of stuff about memes on like youth pastor, assistant pastor, stuff like that. And I've always noticed that for some reason the like youth pastors get like a hard, well, especially in like Big Eva, they get like a kind of a rough pass or rough time because it's like, oh, you're like low man on the totem pole because you're trying to work your way up to senior pastor one day. That's in like evangelical circles. I see that, and I'm just like, oh, how sad is that? To where even at Christ the Word, as you get into more Reformed circles, you get into Reformed Baptist, Reformed Presbyterian, stuff like that, they really put an emphasis on, well, no, those are pastors that are essentially leading our most vulnerable and probably our most important part of the flock, which is the next generation, which is a very important thing.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I love the fact that our church, not to get, after an hour of joking, we're getting serious here, but I love that our church put such an emphasis on developing and discipling the next generation. And not just, hey, let's have a pizza party. And believe me, you guys, I was talking to Jordan. I went over to his house a few weeks ago. And he was telling us some of the stuff you guys did at, what is it, winter retreat or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm loving it. My wife's like, oh my gosh,
Blended up Happy Meals. Yeah.
Blended up Happy
that
Meals.
was my time. But no, I totally agree. I think it's
you can have fun too, but
I think it's common for people to think of it as a hierarchy, right? Like, oh, well, senior pastor, they're climbing and I think you can't, like, growing up the son of a pastor, my brother's a pastor, right? Like I haven't been a pastor, but like as close to firsthand,
sure.
And I think it's so obvious, like different people have different gifts. And I think any disrespect towards youth pastors, just because of that, it's like climbing the like, I think Jordan does a great job, like truly great. And I think I don't know many more important jobs, like you were saying.
Well, that's my point.
The kids. Yeah. Like, I think that is so important. I think, though, one thing that's off is I think so often it's the youth pastors trying so hard to relate to the kids.
Right.
Wanting to talk like them, dress like them.
Right. That's where.
Yeah. And it's because they don't want to lose them. And so you don't want to push the kids because you don't want to make them angry and lose them. You want to relate because you want to think of cool.
Yeah. But if you lost them because of that, did you ever really have them? That's the point though, too.
I think it's just I think kids, I don't care if you're 17 and want to act like you don't care about anything. Like they like attention and feeling like they have a friendship with somebody who's older than them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I think that's something special to them. And so why throw that away by trying to make yourself no different from them? Doesn't make any sense to me.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Well, we had a fun live stream here. I think we've been going, what are we going here? Wow. Hour and a half. Time's flying by. Look at that. But we did our contest. We did our draft. We did our, what else did we do? I don't know what else we did. All kinds of stuff.
Movie.
Thank you. You got anything for us as we leave here, Isaiah? You want any final words?
No, thank you very much for having me. Thanks for watching. I will gladly. I don't know that you'd ever want to have me on here for a real serious conversation, but anytime you want a little life on here, man, I have a blast.
I was just going to say, anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome to sit in, hang out, and we can talk.
Yeah, this has been a blast. I appreciate having me on.
Guys, thanks so much for watching on the live stream, all your comments. Obviously, if you're listening to this when it was already dropped on a Wednesday, hey, go check us out at dmwpodcast.com. You can support the show through the merch store, find out a little bit more about me and the podcast, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Rumble and Parler. And oh my gosh, there's too many of them, but we're on all of them. That's the next thing we need to do is get a social media manager. I'm tired of posting everywhere. Guys, thanks for listening. God bless. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to shut it down.